This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for Monday, April 28th, 2025. I'm Marek Mazurek. Lafayette-based trailer manufacturer Wabash is looking to expand into the tech space by launching two startups focused on enhancing order customization and aftermarket parts optimization. The company is partnering with California-based Labs to develop what will be known as Wabash Venture Lab, from which the new startups will be established.
Inside of Wabash, we talk about how we seamlessly serve our customer. And to do that, we've got to merge a physical and digital connection. So in order to speed this transformation, in order to bring this merger of physical and digital together, we use an ecosystem approach within Wabash to find partners that can help us move quicker.
That's Mike Pettit, Chief Growth Officer at Wabash. Wabash says the new AI-driven startups are being designed to simplify operations, elevate customer service, and enable smarter and faster decisions across the company's network of partners. The first new venture will be an AI-powered tool that helps streamline how customers and dealers can specify made-to-order trailers and truck bodies. The second startup will create an intelligent software platform designed to use predictive analytics to orchestrate the production, distribution, and pricing of aftermarket parts in real time. A merger that will create one of the largest packaging companies in the world is imminent after receiving authorization from regulatory authorities in Europe last week. The deal involves Switzerland-based Amcor plc acquiring Evansville-based Berry Global in an all-stock deal valued at approximately $8.4 billion. The deal was approved by shareholders earlier this year, and on Friday the companies announced the European Commission approved the merger. The Commission's approval means the Amcor-Berry Global merger is expected to close on Wednesday. The combined company will retain the Amcor name, with its head office remaining in Zurich. However, Amcor noted the company will maintain a, quote, significant presence in Evansville. The combined company would have a total revenue of $24 billion, employing about 70,000 employees across 400 production facilities around the world. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
To succeed, you need to stay informed. You need to be engaged. And let's face it, you need to set yourself apart from the rest by connecting with a company that brings you the best. Because in today's environment, business is an ever-moving target, and we'll help you chase it. IBJ Media. The best of business is in us. Get started at ibjmedia.com/youngprofessional.
The end of this year's legislative session was headlined by a contentious last-minute budget amid a projected $2 billion shortfall. But many bills died at the end of the session, and Inside Indiana Business Radio's Alex Brown has a rundown of which bills will have to wait for a future session.
Controversial language targeting homeless Hoosiers, regulating marijuana-like products, and cracking down on illicit massage parlors perished late Thursday. Community advocates celebrated the defeat of shuffled-around language they maintained would have criminalized homelessness. Sleeping or sheltering on government property would have been a Class C misdemeanor. The General Assembly also snuffed out a contentious set of regulations for marijuana-like products after 7 rounds of substantial edits failed to ease concerns. Products with legally low concentrations of Delta-9 THC have proliferated in Indiana, alongside those containing Delta-8 THC and other isomers. Although lawmakers have repeatedly failed to regulate the nascent industry, they seemed poised to do so this session through Senate Bill 478, but it never emerged from closed-door negotiations over a final version. Critics, including Indiana's Attorney General and anti-marijuana groups, maintained the language would expand existing loopholes instead of closing them. I'm Alex Brown for Inside Indiana Business Radio.
The Economic Development Alliance of Muncie, Delaware County has launched a brand refresh to underscore its role as a partner and resource for businesses as well as an economic driver within the community. Developed in collaboration with Muncie-based advertising agency Aspect 6 Creative, the initiative aims to further clarify the organization's value, approach, and impact. The Economic Development Alliance works directly with companies on matters like site selection, access to local, state, and federal resources, and development coordination. The brand refresh aims to meet the needs of 3 key audiences: new businesses, existing businesses, and local stakeholders like elected officials and community leaders. For more info on the rebrand, head to InsideIndianaBusiness.com. Ascension St. Vincent Carmel President Chad Dilley is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast with Gary Dick, presented by PNC, a weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports, entertainment, and beyond. Available now from your favorite podcast provider. I'm Mark Mazurek for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.